daily reset just hit, so what better time to make a video talking about the things you need to be doing each and every time this hits, what you need to be working on, what you need to be working for to get the best possible progress in solo leveling Arise. What's good, YouTube? No Good Demon here, coming with you today with a little daily reward guide video. So when it comes to doing your dailies, man, you always want to be able to do these specific things every day if possible. Obviously life gets in the way, so you might not be able to play the game possible, but if you're able to do these simple things, then it can take you from zero to hero very, very fast, because the game is a daily game. You're not going to be able to go from level 6 to level 50 in one day, guys. There's a level cap, so you need to be coming back to the game every now and then to be claiming these specific things. Starting with the special activity fund. So if you have this active at least as a free trial, or if you bought it, then you can claim these, and usually it gives you 6 hours worth of your activity funds here for free. So that's always good to go. You always want to claim your activity fund from there as well, and that's pretty good there. Next up, whatever celebration event is going on, you always get a ticket, or you always get some type of reward for just logging in, guys. So you can obviously log in. As we can see here, we have the Cha event, so we can log in to get some more progress, get some nice rewards there. Now, the more important things would be the gates, the instance dungeons, and the encore missions. So let's talk about gates real quick. I believe this is actually one of the most important modes in the game, and it's very, very simple, right? They're just gates. Well, that's basically solo leveling in a nutshell. The most important thing in solo leveling is the gates, so you guys need to be doing your gates almost each and every day if possible. And if you can't do them, let's say physically or in person every day, then you need to do your sweeps at the very least. And what are sweeps? So if we click on this B rank gate and we see Blue Spirit Golem, you can see his total power, and you can see my total power. So if my total power trumps that, and let's say this is a Jinwoo gate because you can see Jinwoo's face, if I click sweep, we look at the bottom left and we have a current sweep point. So this resets each and every day, chat. So basically you can sacrifice a certain amount of sweep points, and then it'll basically automatically complete the gate for you. And then look at gate missions, we have one progress bar already done for us. This applies the same in the hunter gates. Let's say B rank and below, I'm over the total power, I'm close to the total power, I can sweep and then use a certain amount of hunters that all fall into a certain category. Now, as you can see, only 3 hunters in that category were able to be sweep material. So let's talk about this. That's exactly what I want to talk about. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about when you don't have enough hunters to sweep, or it says insufficient points. What you guys can actually do, as you can see, I can go to level 30 when it comes to the difficulty setting. I can go down about 5 levels, guys. And this wouldn't hurt you, especially early on. This isn't going to hurt you, because if you just want to grind for EXP, if you want to get ahead, if you want to level up, guys, this is exactly what you can do. So a level 60 B rank gate. If we click sweep now, we have several SSR hunters we can use in this category. And this applies to my free to plays as well. So I'm just on my pay to win account, my level 74 Jinwoo, but this applies 1000% to the free to plays, to anybody, because I haven't even used any special sweeps. As you can see under Jinwoo gate, 14 points, boom. And you might want to do a little bit of math every now and then just to make sure you're prioritizing or getting the maximum value of these sweeps, especially when it comes to the hunters, because there'll be an uneven amount of sweeps points per hunter. Sometimes they line up, sometimes they don't. So really, you just got to be mindful of that. Now, when you do have the 3-day free trial for the special sweeps, you need to be using these 1000%, guys. These will save you from doing A rank gates, from the hard gates. Let's say when you unlock Baruka, whoever the case may be, we get very, very hard missions. So if I'm like, hey man, I don't feel like playing this gate, you know, he's strong against water, I have the Grimoire, you guys can obviously sweep these 1000% of the time. And let's say maybe you like playing gates, and obviously you can play the gates, but guys, sweeping has become the norm. Especially for me on this account, sweeping was very much the norm. And now that I unlock sweeps on my free to play account, I'm not even playing gates, honestly. I will start having to play the A rank and above gates once I run out of my free trial for the special sweeps, but as long as I still have my special sweeps, I'm going to use them to the maximum, guys. So those only last for about 3 days. You can always see the time remaining in the bottom right here. So mine on this account is 20 days and basically 21 days, honestly. In the next 21 days, reset, I basically run out. And then always make sure you're mining, guys. You definitely want to make sure that you're mining, because mining allows you to get loads to your monocrystals, and in here you can take these to the monocrystal exchange, and we'll have a monocrystal exchange video up very soon explaining exactly what you want to save up for, what you want to grind for, what you want to spend in there to get the best out of your Sun Jinwoo. Now that we talked about gates, let's talk about Encore and Instance dungeons. So with these, the Instance dungeons basically revolve around Sun Jinwoo. So they're a Sun Jinwoo level dungeon, and basically you fight either the Steel Fang Lycan or Igris the Red. You get the Lycan automatically once you unlock it, and then Igris comes a little bit later. So with this, you can grind for the bracelets or the necklaces, and then with this, you can grind for the earrings or the rings. Now guys, listen, because when you start off, you're gonna be at tier 1, tier 2, maybe tier 3 if you're strong enough. But what's important here is that, let's say you're grinding at any of these tiers, if you want a lot of artifacts in a specific tier, you need to get a 3-star on them. Why? Because when you get a 3-star, it increases damage dealt by 50% and decreases damage by 50%, damage taken by 50%. So there is no better buff in the game than this right here. So in these Encore missions, Instance dungeons, guys, let's say I'm a low level and I'm grinding tier 4, but I have the strength, I have the amount of strength I need to 3-star it. You want to 3-star it. Sometimes it becomes a speed run with these dungeons. So win within 100 seconds, you know, win without falling below 50 HP, take damage less than 21 times. Now, obviously that wouldn't be a perfect run, but you need to be maximizing, utilizing your extreme evasions, your shadow steps. That way you can defeat the boss as quick as possible. And something else to note, guys, you honestly, while you want to use these keys each and every day because they get you refill the same amount after reset, you don't want to enhance your artifacts too far. And what do I mean by that? If I go to my artifacts here, you guys see all the legendary things I have here, right? Starting off, it's not going to be like this. You're going to have, if I go all the way down to the bottom, you are going to have, keep going, you're going to have, boom, right? This is the Sun Jinwoo set that Netmarble gave us. We have, you know, commons, we have rares, things like that. I've enhanced this way too far. I'm not even using these anymore, guys. Level 25, level 30, level 40, whatever the case may be, you will eventually get to a point when you're enhancing or when you're just grinding artifacts at this caliber. So obviously that'll take some time, that'll take some strength, that'll take some patience. Now that doesn't mean that you can't grind out a certain tier. So tiers that I suggest that you start 3-starring or grinding at is maybe tier 5s, because you start unlocking legendary artifacts in that case. So getting 3 stars in tier 5s, whether it's Igris, whether it's Instance dungeons, would be nice. As you can see here, I didn't get 3-star till about tier 8, mainly because I liked playing Igris. So I didn't really worry about getting him 3-star too early, because I would always play him and then defeat him personally. Now, why did I say defeat him personally? Because when you get tier 5, guys, you can honestly throw on auto mode. So let's go to tier 10 just for an example, right? So let's look at the skills I have for Jinwoo. It doesn't really matter, but you definitely just want to have on DPS based skills. And this is tier 10 Lycan. So this is the most recent version of Lycan. And guys, I'm not touching the camera at all. So the CPU isn't the best, right? We all know this. The Netmarble CPU is not the best. However, look at how much damage being done, guys. This is tier 10. This boss was just added to the game, and we're already doing crazy things to it. So Lycan's done, Igris would be done. All you would need to do is put on some break skills for him, and this wouldn't even take too long. I'm about to yell for the next minute, and both of the Lycans would be dead by then. Guaranteed, because the auto mode paired with the 50% buff is going to do crazy things for your Sun Jinwoo. And basically, it's like an auto flow. So this is parts where you could, maybe chill off the game real quick. Let's say you're playing a game all day, daily reset just hit. Now you can relax, you can look at your phone, TikTok, whatever social media preference you have, and the CPU is honestly going to handle everything from here, guys. Honestly, there's not a better mode, there's not a better way to grind out than this. Like, I wouldn't rather grind out any other other way. This is the one time that battle mode and auto mode actually just becomes very, very in handy. So as you can see, boom, victory, and I didn't even touch anything except now. So boom, a bunch of legendary artifacts, a bunch of epic artifacts. So that's why I said, guys, eventually you will get to a point where you don't even see any blue, see any, what is it? I guess gray for common, blue for rare. You'll eventually get to this point, guys. Even though this is a pay to win account, grinding and grinding daily got me here, right? You can pay to win, of course, right? But you still have to grind, do your dailies, get the right artifacts to, you know, be strong enough. There's always the skill gap in the game. So that's something to be mindful of as well. Now that we talked about instance dungeons, let's talk encore dungeons, because encore dungeons are a little bit special because you unlock those earlier on. Now, if we go here, you end up unlocking the blue venom and the mage forest pretty much very, very super early. That way they allow you to get top and bottoms for your characters when we're talking about armor pieces. But with that marble giving you guys the black lion set, you guys really don't have to worry about these two until, or really at all. Nah, I said until. You don't have to worry about these two at all. Honestly, when you get to Cerberus and Arachnid, that's what you want to basically start grinding out. And with me defeating Egress and now being on chapter 10, that's what I have. So I have Cerberus tier 1, I have Arachnid tier 1 ready to be defeated. And in these, you start getting more better artifacts. So high ranking demons helmet, there's Dragon Knight's helmet, there's Almighty Karglan's helmet. I probably butchered the hell out the name. We got the Palace Guard helmet. Like, there's a bunch of better artifacts we can get here. And at tier 2, you just start getting them epic. Tier 3, you'll probably see more epic rates. And then tier 4, same thing. Tier 5 is always that sweet spot because that's when you start getting legendary drops, guys. So make sure you're 3-starring tier 5 at the very, very least. You can obviously 3-star everything beforehand, but this will be a daily grind. So I'm showing you guys this on my bigger account just to show you guys my personal progress in that. This one I tier 6th on 3 stars, but guys, you need to be doing these daily. Eventually, if you do these daily and you just rack up artifacts, not even saying you have to do these for the artifacts, but you want to use them because you get them for free each and every day. You don't want to spend essence stones on these because you get these free every 24 hours. You get 6 free every 24 hours. And if you're doing your gates like you should be, let's go to the exchange shop real quick, because in the exchange shop, that's where you can end up getting 2 more of these keys. So monocrystal exchange, boom. Let's say I need 2 more gate keys, boom, there you go. So with all these things in mind, these are the daily quests, these are the daily missions, gates that you should be doing each and every day once the daily reset hits, guys, because with this, you'll be able to take your Sun Jinwoo to a new level. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that good stuff so you can know each and every time we go live, and leave a like on the video. And with that, I'm out. See you guys.